His name's Andres, and he came out to Seattle and we went for a hike together where he celebrated his 2-year mark in his chosen profession. And he's super happy. And so I like to think about the right people, right seats, right tools. That's the
Mhm.
equation that you really want to get to. And, you have to decide, are you going to unstick this person and invest the resources? Are you going to help them get into the right seat? In this case, that's an example of he needed to get into the right seat and he needed help understanding what that seat was. And these are part of the difficult parts of human management. It is very hard to uncover what is hanging somebody up. You know,
Yeah, I
yeah.
see a third option to the two that you just gave that happens a lot with sales leaders is, or am I just gonna let them float along because I don't want to be mean, right? Or
Mhm.
I don't want to fire them. They're not bad enough to fire. I mean, they haven't done anything like that's so wrong that we should just fire them. But I see a lot of that kicking the can down the road from managers. And when we do our exercise in the Trident, where we were building a vision statement as to what you want your team to be, nobody says, I want to be the number two team. I want to be the number three team. Everyone says, I want to be number one. But when it comes to having the hard conversations and the hard work, the practice and the coaching and all that stuff to be number one, that's where they kind of don't really have the stomach for it. And so I think it's a healthy balance is important. That's to your point. That's why we talk about the profit and the person. I think the majority of people that I run into now, maybe it's a small majority, but a lot of people are naturally inclined to do the people side, the person side, hey, I'm managing and leading people that are unique individuals, talents, abilities, fears, insecurities, all those things. And sometimes at the detriment to the business, which is the profit side, which is yes, they are a nice dude, but they are not cutting the mustard. We've coached them, we give them all the tools and resources they need. They're not a top performer. You're not challenging them to be a top performer because you're more concerned about them being your buddy. And so that's something that we find a lot in the Trident. Final thoughts on that, Robin?
Yeah, I would add two things. One is, yes, it's doing a disservice to the business to keep that person just kind of coasting along, not doing great, not reaching their potential. But it also does a disservice to that person. And Brady, the example that Brady gave, that was a very courageous and honest conversation that drove at what was going to ultimately make that rep happy. And he wasn't living his best life. He was living his number two desire, not his number one. And by having that open and honest conversation, that was an incredible service to him that, yes, actually led to him leaving that position, but resulted in something exponentially more fulfilling, and just better alignment for the organization and for him ultimately. So I would say that those honest conversations are what drive to real value. So that's one thing I would add.